Hi, it's Tim Hagen from Progress Coaching, and welcome to another episode of Coaching Conversations. And I wanted to make you aware of something very cool that we're doing on a subscription basis, and we'll put a link in each one of our episodes. But every Wednesday, we're going to be doing what we call an audio podcast workshop. That workshop will be roughly about 14 to maybe 20 minutes per episode, with each month having a theme from a coaching model, using feedback strategically, to coaching self-awareness, and so on. So if you could look in the body or in the content description of each episode, and you will see a link where you can join this subscription. These are literally 4 workshops every month teaching specific strategies to address a particular area of workplace coaching as it relates, again, to things like awareness, motivation, teamwork, and what have you. Here's the cool thing. It's only $10 per month, and each month you will get a handout that we will follow along with. So we also give you a tool for you to take notes as we go through each episode. We hope you'll check it out.
So often, people, when they hear the word change, a negative connotation is created, a negative perception. So I want you to think about a really unique approach to getting people to looking at change differently. Now, see, when people bring up the word change, they typically bring it up in an arduous way. Well, you're going to have to change. You have to accept change. What change really, for most people, being interpreted means, oh no, not one more thing. I'm already busy enough. I've got a stack of papers I'm already dealing with. So change really ignites an emotional response. Now, here's a cool strategy. Pull out your cell phone, whether you use an Android or an iPhone, and sit down with a person and ask them if they have one of those phones. And typically, everybody does. And pull out a phone and ask someone who's really resistant to change, what do you like about this? What are some conveniences this phone provides you? If you were in an emergency, how would this come in handy? If you happen to have kids, how does this allow you to communicate with your kids really quickly and readily? And when people answer those questions, they kind of know where you're going, and then take their phone and say, I don't want you to use this for 30 days. And they're going to ask you why. You could say, you know what? At some point in your life, you didn't have a cell phone. So your communication strategies, your communication interactions had to change. Sadly, sometimes we don't even pick up the phone and call somebody, we just text them. With that being said, doesn't that also provide some convenience? Doesn't that also provide us a quick and readily accessible way to grab a hold of people's attention or to get a hold of our kids and tell them, but didn't this represent change? Why would you want to use this thing? This represents change. And they'll giggle and they'll laugh and they'll kind of find it funny. And when you have that conversation, so that's step 1, use your cell phone or use their cell phone to facilitate a positive relationship with change. Then ask the question, what are some areas that if you change successfully, you or the team would be better off? Change needs to have a positive relationship. And what I mean by that is so often when people hear the change, what they're really hearing is one more thing. Yet we have to change our relationship with change for it to be embraced successfully. Now, there is no way someone is using just their phone at home today. It's very rare, and not have a cell phone. So once you have that first part done, ask them, what are some areas, if you successfully changed, or if you successfully embrace change, you and the team would be better off? It's a great way to get the conversation going. It's a great way for them to become more acclimated to accepting change. Good luck.
Thank you for listening to another episode of Coaching Conversations by Tim Hagen and Progress Coaching. Now, our company is always coming out with new and innovative solutions to help leaders coach their employees. And recently, we just created a new service called Coach to You, where leaders can pick and choose topics and assign 7 to 21 day programs for employees to learn and, more importantly, apply actions and then reflect and share what they're going to do going forward as a result of the learning. It's called
coach to you. We're literally bringing coaching to your employees. If you're intrigued, we'll have a link in each one of our episodes where you can get more information. And again, thank you so much for listening to another episode.